Hey guys, Mo Mustafa here, author, speaker, coach, and welcome to another edition of Motivated Muscle, where you learn the mindset secrets to help you burn stubborn body fat and add lean muscle. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how you can eat right in order to reach your goals of getting in shape permanently and naturally. And I'm going to be talking about basically overcoming these mental hurdles that we put on ourselves when we say it's too expensive to eat right, or I don't know how to eat right, or whatever hurdle you might have mentally right now that's stopping you from reaching your goals. So first of all, when it comes to eating right, we need to understand what does right actually mean in context to ourselves. We need to know ourselves, okay? So the first thing I recommend you do is you go out and you get yourself a book. You can go on Amazon or whatever, do some research, speak to your doctor, speak to a nutritionist, and do some research and read up on the topic of what the right foods are for you, first of all. Okay, once you know what you're after, then you need to start working out a plan of action as to how you're going to get these foods. So in the context of, say, getting in shape, burning fat and adding muscle, certain foods like high protein foods like chicken and meats and stuff, those are things you're going to need to be able to pick up, right? So unless you're obviously maybe a vegan or whatever it might be, but assuming that you are eating meats, then you're going to need to work out, well, how you can actually get hold of these types of foods. So there's lots of different ways you can do it, and you just need to be flexible, and you need to have a hustler's mentality really in order to make sure you reach your goals. If you've got a very structured way of doing things, you might find you're going to struggle. Okay, you might find, okay, you go to the supermarket and then they keep putting the prices up on certain foods. Eventually you think, oh, it's just too expensive to buy chicken, it's too expensive to buy meats and whatever. But there's actually lots of great resources. There's websites online like musclefoods.com where you can buy, I'll put a link below this video, you can buy lots of different meat and stuff via their website. You can get bulk offers and discounts and all this crazy stuff. And the same as well with supplements, you can do the same thing. For example, I like to use My Protein. I've got a big bag down there in front of me right now, about 5 kilos worth of whey protein, and basically I use that just to help supplement my diet. So if instead of me carting chicken around all day and eggs and all other types of meat, what I like to do is just have 2 to 3 protein shakes at different times in the day between my meals and stuff. So I'm making sure I get my proteins that way. And if you use something like My Protein, you can get discount codes and you can buy things in bulk, and it works out cheaper. Okay, so the key thing is here, guys, it's never really down to being to lack of resources that we have. It's down to our own level of resourcefulness. Another thing you can do as well, if you're in the UK, as far as I'm aware, you probably can do this as well in other places as well. But in the UK, you have places like Tesco's and stuff, and they very often they will reduce the food just before the end of the evening. If there's certain types of meats or whatever, they'll reduce them, and they've got to be eaten by the end of the day, basically, or the following day or whatever. And you can pick up some really good bargains on meats and proteins and stuff by doing it that way, instead of always having to buy things, the minute they get put on the shelf. If you work out when the best time is to go, you'll usually be able to pick up some great offers there as well. So there's lots of different ways you can reach your goals of getting in shape. You just need to have a flexible approach. And again, if people say it's too expensive, remember that like everything is contextual. Okay, like your whole life is contextual. So you might say, okay, it's too expensive to go and eat right, but you got to work out contextually what's the implication going to be if you don't eat right. Yeah, if you don't eat healthy or you don't eat according to your goals, then what are the implications later on down the line? If you're cutting corners here and there to try and like eat the cheapest food, you might be eating really, really unhealthy foods, and then in the long term, you're going to have to then make up for that in other ways. You're going to have to spend money on medical treatments maybe, or on other weight loss related activities further on down the line. So sooner or later, you're going to have to, you have to pay for it. Your body is, like a car, and you're stuck with it. You've got it. Okay, so you got 2 choices. You either look after your car or you don't. You can't sell your car. A car you can sell on. You can't sell your body on, right? You have to keep your body. So you are stuck with this burden of looking after this. So you need to get creative and resourceful. And it's just a reality of life. It's a fact of life. We need to try and work out ways that we can do it. There's no judgment as to how you do it, but just make sure you find a way to look after your body. If you gotta earn a bit of extra cash or whatever it might be, just remember that your body is your main priority. Without your body, you can't function anyway. You know, maybe you want to go and work in a nice restaurant somewhere, a couple of hours in the evening or something, and maybe they'll give you food at the end of the shift you can take home, and then that way it's going to pay for you if you're in college or university, whatever it might be. Yeah, so there's always different, there's always ways to do it, but we have to be resourceful, we have to be open-minded, we have to be flexible in our approach, and it's going to get a lot easier then to reach our goals of getting in shape and staying in shape permanently and naturally. My name is Mustafa. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see more great content like this as it becomes released and available to the web. And if you want exclusive content and you want to learn the 7 mindset pillars that you must have to help you get in shape permanently and naturally, all the way from how to set your goals, how to get yourself motivated on a daily basis to do your workouts and to eat the right foods, and how to take massive action in terms of getting towards your goals as quickly as possible, click the link below this video and go over to my website where you get access to my 7 Mindset Key Pillars training. And like I said, you get access to my exclusive newsletter as well, where you're going to get content which isn't available elsewhere on the web. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys very soon. My name is Mustafa. All the best.